How easy is it to drive a semi-trailer in Pakistan? Just buy a scrapped car as a spare part, and the father and brother can hand-build a nearly new car. Who cannot be confused by this operation? And this one in front of him, no matter what he wants now except the horn. But as long as the repair shop is done, he will definitely be able to continue on the road, since this tractor can no longer start. In order to facilitate the disassembly work, the first thing to do is to use the vehicle to unload the car so that it can be moved to the open-air palace guard. The first step to start building a car is to disassemble the scrap car to sort out the parts that can be used directly. Although the driver suffered a serious impact, the chassis parts were almost not deformed. This is why the owner used it as a spare part. This way it can be much cheaper than a second-hand car. For the disassembly of the chassis beam, the master only needs to knock off the fixed anchor head, and the beam and the cross beam have been separated. Obviously, the rigidity of the original vehicle beam has decreased. In order to improve the loading capacity of the truck, the factory needs to use a new steel plate for bending. Then it can be used as a beam for a tractor. After being slowly bent by a hydraulic press, although the steel plate now has a beam slot, their hydraulic punch width is limited. The wrinkled part needs to be squeezed by a square punch so that both sides of the steel plate can maintain 90 degrees. In this way, a beam steel plate is processed to be qualified. For example, the load-bearing capacity of a truck. It is definitely inseparable from the thickness of the beam steel plate, so the repair shop also needs to use the inner line of the steel plate to stack, which can not only increase the rigidity of the chassis, but also the thickness of the stacked layers can be pulled a little more. In order to prevent the 3 layers of steel plates from shifting, the gaps on the edges must be fully processed. The single-sided beam is completely formed as a hole. Then use an electric drill to open a hole in the beam. The position is not only the key to fixing the chassis parts, but also the way to connect the beam and the cross beam with anchor nails. Although they all measure and mark the holes in advance, each hole position can be very accurate. After the electric drill is opened, the chassis assembly can be started. For the distance between the 2 beams, they often use various furniture to press it tightly. The embedded cross beam will also have a mineral content. Since the holes have been drilled in advance, the master only needs to heat the anchor head with a bird. It can be completely pressed and fixed by hitting with a wolf head. Although they do not have a high-end pneumatic anchor hammer, the cooperation of the 3 masters is simply seamless. After the beam is fixed with a large number of anchors, a new chassis is assembled. Because the tractor needs to install a traction seat, a steel plate attachment beam must be installed on the beam. Although the thickness cannot be compared with the beam, it is the key to increase the height. The negative beam also uses the cross beam reinforcement frame. Then the corrugated plate where the traction eye is seated can be fixed on the negative beam. It is convenient for subsequent maintenance. Since the engine on the scrapped car is not damaged, it can be directly installed on the new chassis. This is undoubtedly a huge saving for the owner. Since the original car's driving is torn, the repair shop can't find the same model, so it can only use the cab of the dump truck, which will not affect the tractor at all. As the main components of the truck are installed, next the chassis parts can be applied. Since the single-axle tractor is built this time, there is no balance shaft at the rear. Some plate yellows only need to be fixed with a bolt and then assembled with the front and rear axles through the riding bolts. The process is relatively simple. The original car has rusted wheels and rails, and the Pear Field also directly sprays the wheels and rails. Although the wheels and rails are second-hand, all tires have been replaced to give the owner the best driving experience. In order to speed up the construction of the tractor, the scraped putty surface must be sprayed with a primer to avoid affecting the final effect of the color. After the primer is completely dry, the master will directly spray the color on the surface. Although the repair shop does not have a professional dust-free spray paint room, as long as the color is bright enough, the surface defects will not be particularly obvious. After the spraying is completed, a new windshield is installed. After the master has been finishing it for a day, this tractor can now be driven on the road. What do you think of this craftsmanship?